the word archenemies ever applied to anyone, it does to Black Manta and Aquaman. Black Manta was thrown into the deep end, so to speak, on his first appearance. Aquaman number 35 in 1967 put the never-before-seen Black Manta on the cover and on par with Aquaman's brother Ocean Master. And Arthur calls him his old enemy before he's in a single panel. We've barely met him, and Black Manta poisons Atlantis, kidnaps Aquababy, and nearly kills Aquaman. Manta's single-minded hatred continued for nearly 30 years before anyone even attempted to give the character an origin story. His first name is probably David. We don't even have a last name. This is DC, so there have been reboots, but his origins are tightly tangled with Aquaman's. David and his father were treasure hunters who earned a tough reputation after fighting off a group of pirates. A scientist named Shin, looking to make a name for himself, hired them to retrieve a sample of Aquaman's blood. Rather than dive for it, David went after Arthur directly, and his father Thomas tried to defend him. Thomas suffered a heart attack in the struggle and died in the hospital 3 days later. In a fit of rage, Arthur found Manta's ship and attacked the man on board. Unfortunately, David was diving below, and Aquaman mistakenly killed David's father. Having caused the deaths of each other's fathers, Aquaman and Black Manta seem destined for an eternal revenge cycle, even extending to the next generation, with Black Manta killing Arthur Curry Jr., the Aquababy, and Aquaman recruiting Black Manta's son to become the new Aqualad in the war against his father. Both have attempted to forgive and let go of the feud for periods of time, but the peace never lasts. Black Manta is not a metahuman. Rather, his deadly threats come from his fierce personality, keen intelligence, and his technology. His suit, and ridiculously sized bug helmet, is adapted to oceanic environments, resistant to cold, pressurized, and extracting oxygen from the water. It has an array of weapons like blades, torpedoes, and energy beams. On the surface, his suit also gives him enhanced strength and bulletproof armor. Black Manta has been a regular member of the Suicide Squad, far more associated with the team than several of the characters featured in the movie. When part of the squad, he played the role of unquestioned team leader, even exhibiting authority over Deadshot. However, given the chance to kill Amanda Waller, Manta took the opportunity to flip sides. Black Manta may be best known from Ted Knight's depiction in the very Super Friends animated series in the 60s and 70s as Aquaman's foil and prominent member of the Legion of Doom. His hatred for Aquaman isn't explained, and he's never shown without a signature helmet. For Justice League Unlimited, a character named Devil Ray was created with a nearly identical look, motivation, and set of powers as Black Manta. It was later revealed that the name change was due to a character rights conflict with the ill-fated Aquaman TV show pilot. Black Manta was a recurring character in Young Justice, as the show highlighted the back-and-forth, enemy to ally and back again relationship with his son Aqualad. He had bit parts in Brave and the Bold, Smallville, Public Enemies, Flashpoint Paradox, Lego Batman, and several other projects. His newer form was prominent in Justice League Throne of Atlantis, though Manta's role has changed from that of the comics. He instigates the war with the surface, and his motivations are to take over the Throne of Atlantis, rather than revenge against Aquaman. It is expected that Black Manta will serve as the antagonist in the upcoming Aquaman solo film. With the physically formidable Jason Momoa taking the lead, it will take an actor with incredible screen presence to pull off the underwater revenge epic. Who knows, maybe he'll even get a last name.
If you want to know more, go ahead and click on the name of any of these characters who are going to appear in the upcoming Justice League and Aquaman movies. Learn all about them now, because you can't say it was better in the comics unless you know what happened in the comics. If you enjoyed this video, please let us know by clicking that like button just down there, and make sure you hit subscribe so you can learn the origins and backgrounds of characters for all the upcoming DC and Marvel movies. And if there's a comic character you'd like to know the history of, just mention them in the comments, or hit us up on Twitter and let us know, and we'll probably get to it eventually.